This is the site of the former Nazi death camp at Chelmno in and not far behind me stood the barbed wire fence which marked the boundary of the camp, and as can be seen, the camp isn't itself very particularly large. We've got the church in the background. We have the barn which was burnt in 1945, in January 45, but this other barn's been put on top of it in its place, and we have some buildings which are now being used as storage for things which have been found here, but beforehand were used after the war as this was an agricultural combine. And there's been some new digging has took place here. The manor house where the victims were brought to be undressed is behind the barn, and where this grassy area here now that's the place where they were murdered, undoubtedly in front of me. Now, there's still things which are turning up here, because what the Nazis did, the victims came here. The victims here were above all they were from poor areas. It wasn't like, for example, when people were taken from Hungary to Auschwitz, where they were comparatively well off. Comparatively is a very strong word in a case like this. People came here were from rural settlements. They were from the Łódź ghetto, and they had often lost everything before they got here. When people went to death camps, obviously they brought what they could carry with them, and the things that they thought they would need when they were there. And one or two little artifacts here just being picked up off the ground. And look at this. What we have here. We have here, for example, what seems to be part of a plate. People would bring their cutlery with them, thinking they're going to work or something like that. We have bits of glass. Now, obviously, I don't know if this glass obviously came from victims or anything like that, but as it's been found in the same position here, part of a cup, a metal cup, possibly bought by a victim. A little flask on there. Could have been used. What would things like that be used for? I don't really know. So, I think that's the most attractive piece, and what appears to be maybe even the lid. So that could have been something of the same flask on. And this could have been the lid for that. Little items which have now been uncovered after so many years, which they were brought here by people who came to such an unpleasant end on this site. From here, the bodies were taken to the forest, where they were initially buried, but from around April 1942 they were burnt, and the bones of some of these people can still be there today, littering the ground.